touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Check. Look, alert. Hey, I got him. That's me.
The first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
It's a gain of 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So don't say nothing.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balaj. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it with Balaj. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
You better bring.
From the gun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Grant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, exit. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
From the gun, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Rivers on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Switch. 0. Be good. Kill.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Balaj. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Strong right. Strong right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
To throw is Rosen, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now Benjamin will call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
6-0 our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, easy. Hey, box drop. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw is Rivers. And caught by Henry. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
1st down, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta! Plus the right. 55! 55! Wait, 89!
Now Rivers. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Hey, Zoo!
Mike,
Get hot!
On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
Los Angeles.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Jim.
Keep it skinny.
Check, 55, Mike. All day, dog.
Take 4.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hey, Rocket.
Watch the curl.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Matt Longacre with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken very short.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Smallwood. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 36.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Balaj. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. Wilson's got it complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 39-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey! Like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go, go, go. Hey, 79! 79! Hey, high 7! Bandit! Bandit! 5-2!
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Orbit! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! My 52! My 52! All you get is a headache! All you get is a headache!
To throw again. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Alpha! 52's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Get him. Get him. Behind.
To the air again here, Rivers. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down, Chargers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
White. 52. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Smooth. 52, right 52.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 79! 79! Q! 55! Mike 55! Hey, echo!
Throwing Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Let's go, baby!
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't be scared of it. Red!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
2nd down, Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Cluster. Hey, Alpha. Wait, 89.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And the throw there going to be...
Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 80.
On third down, Rosen. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Let's go, T. Gonna be a long day.
On third and short, Smallwood. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
In your face.
Here's a run with Balaj. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here in the eye. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 16 yards, a first down. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt.
Watch 52. Hey, Haywood.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Mike 55. Hey, pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 55.
Throwing again. Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
Bravo. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Good track. Mike 52.
From the red zone now, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Hey, Delta.
55, Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Chargers.
Check 55 to Mike.
Room.
Rivers on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Run 80. Go.
Mike 2. Watch the run. Watch the run. 52's a Mike. Watch Mike.
To throw again. Rivers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, box truck.
Mike 52.
Hey,
A first down throw here for Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
13 yards.
Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Watch the
Again, it's Melange. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that doesn't matter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you get a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Taco Charlton able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And caught by Henry. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Miami, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boys just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish
you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it.